Welcome everyone. Welcome to this Facebook live, and thank you for joining. Welcome everyone. Welcome to this live chat, and I hope you are taking good care of yourself, and please do comment where are you watching from, so I know how far this video have reached. I want to see how far this video it's reaching. I'm sending my greetings from Phirping, Nepal, the sacred site of Guru Padmasambhava Baba, from Urgen Dorje Choling Monastery, from the Kendra Sangye Rangzong, which was founded by him. So I'm sending my love from here in Phirping, Nepal. I see there is a friend from Blessing from Australia. Thank you. Please let me know where are you watching from. Idaho. Very clear. New York. Hello. Friend in New York. Good evening to the friends in New York. Berkeley. Hello, my Berkeley. I almost feel like Berkeley is it's my almost already my hometown. Wisconsin. Hello from Wisconsin. Hello to Wisconsin friend. It is helping me so that I know how far this video have reached, and especially today this topic I want to share with everyone is you are your best friend. I think a lot of people do know that how to take care of the body, how to take care of oneself, and love from Holland. Hello Holland friend. Serenity heart, Holland. So hello friend from Holland, and Thank you for joining, Christina Stobel. Um, I'm asking like, where are you guys watching from? It is helping me. So this is in Australia, in New York, Berkeley, Holland, Eugene, Oregon. Um, yeah, have you heard? Heat Center. Thank you. Uh, so yeah, I just wanted to share with you all that you are your best friend, and especially in this time where when we all are going through some kind of this sort of isolation, and sometime we might find little difficulty because most of the time we have been doing a lot of the sort of external activities, and suddenly when things are like narrowing down, it can be hard in so many ways, and it is hard for many people. So everyone, whoever, Australia, you're amazing. Australia, thank you. What is it? Donna, greetings, welcome to this live. And yeah, I wanted to share with you all that let's, everyone, whoever watching this at this moment, let's take a little moment to just send some prayer together. Let's send some prayer together. Here in Australia, afternoon. Uh, let's send some prayer to everyone who is having difficult. So this, like, through this vibration, let's take a 3 deep breath, everyone. We can also do like a Om chanting wherever you are watching from. Let's do 3 Om together. As you all know, that Om is a very powerful vibrational sound, because as I was writing in my book, I said everyone is a vibration. We are all frequency, and so this you are your best friend. I'm more and more contemplating on who am I, and what are we doing in this world, especially. It's a really interesting questions, because somebody, because of somebody might be Buddhist, somebody might be Christian, somebody might be Islam and Hindu, and many different religion, many different traditions, many different sort of cultures, and what are we really? And I'm finding that the best way to sort of acquire that sort of question is it's first of all knowing yourself. And for that reason, I think I would like to share that you are your best friend, meaning that it is a space that we create in ourselves, so that it can help us to know more ourselves. Because the more and more we sort of know ourselves, I think it is sort of easier for us to understand the rest of the world. Because as I was we were sort of talking, and Dharma discussion we were having, it is said that one of my friend said that Anil, I have found my biggest enemy. And I was like, what? He's a Buddhist monk, and he said, I found my biggest enemy. And I was like, who's your biggest enemy? So, and then he pointed himself, like, in myself I have these emotions I found, like the greed, anger, and ignorance. This is the biggest enemy for me. And I think there's a saying in Buddhist word, it says, mastering your own mind is way 1,000 times better than mastering the rest, the 1,000 battles, they say. Because the mastery, the inner peace that you have, the inner peace that you will build, and inner peace you experience, it's like nobody can take it from you. But if we have something like external position, like the fire might happen, the earthquake might happen, and things like that, anything can happen, and somebody might take over. So for that reason, you are your best friend, because in ourselves we have this Buddha nature. We have this this sort of our deepest nature of the mind. For example, we just give it for example for like the clear sky. It's a clear sky, but it's been covered with many different clouds, and that is our emotions that we have to learn. And especially in this time when I think a lot of people are going through some sort of frustration, sort of frustration, especially for a lot of people who who work in a day-to-day life. They're having a little more hard time, and a lot of people are going through frustration. And I think through this internet, through this media, through this whatever way it is possible, I think it's always nice to send, if you can, send some positivity, energy in whatever way it is possible. Because in the Buddhist term, we learn that everyone is going through something. Everyone is going through some sort of transformation, transitions, some some journey. And I think it's always nice to sort of send some good prayer to everyone in whatever way it is possible, whether it's prayer through your own traditions, whatever way it is possible. I think it's more nice to send a good positive energy than sort of negative. Because whenever sometime we watch this sort of some news and everything, it's just like the fear, I think it's take over. And I think when the fear take over, we kind of compress our heart more. I don't know, it's like the fear based sort of the emotions are more, it is sort of it's very compressed. And so the best way to know yourself, the best know to the find the best friend within, it's through the meditation. And I think the vibrational sound like we just did, it can be beneficial. uh, but the most important I wanted to share with you all is it's very important to sort of connect within your heart deeply, not only sort of in a sensual way, not only in the surface way, like this is Anil Thapa with this with this appearance, but to like more in a deeper way, in a more deep sort of sense. So I think as you know that when the water is keep moving, you cannot really see the water very well. But if the water is kind of getting still, then you can see through. So similarly, our mind, ourselves, when we are too much, our mind is busy, I think it's very little difficult to see. So, but when the mind is more calm, and when it's relaxed, and the day by day, I think it's nicer to, you can see, you can be able to see, we will be able to see through inside. And as you know, there's many time we just spend too much time explaining complaining outside, too many complaining outside. But I think I want to share with you all, I think it's now time, because according to my understanding, we have spent eons and eons and eons in our life complaining others, thinking about this person is bad and this person bad. But I think now it's more, I think it's time for every one of us to more dive deep into oneself, and take a responsibility of one's actions and speech, and especially forget about what other people have done and what other people are doing. What you can do. I remember when I think everyone knows Oprah Winfrey. In the US, she's very famous. And when I was like doing a little bit, I don't know much about it, but when I was looking a little bit, it is said that she was she was raped when she was young. And I mean, it's a very big trauma, of course. But there are two kind of things that happens when the trauma like that happen, whether you go really full of depression and frustration, and sort of you kill yourself, or you do suicide. The other one is, I mean, you have to face it. Whatever things happen in life, you have to face it, and you have to take it and make it that as your strength. And also I want to send my wishes of strength to everyone who are going through hard time, and just take it that as a transition. Because a lot of time, when we were discussing the Dharma discussion, we uh, we we kind of we're saying that sometime when people get failed, or they didn't get enough score in their exams or in life, sometimes people do like suicide and kill themselves, and suicide is a big thing. It is a big thing in the community. It's a very, especially in the it's a suicide. Doing a suicide, it's a very big issue also, and that is because of a mental depression, dissatisfaction, not understanding the mind. So sometimes, even though we have physical position, we have money, we have house, but still people do suicide. Why? Is because when you don't take care of the mind, then it can lead you to do suicide. But if you take care of the mind, then it can also lead you to support yourself, be kind to yourself, and also to practice generosity, and do it whatever way it's possible. And in terms of generosity, I remember when Buddha was walking in the in the story we read in the book, that when Buddha was walking in the forest, this very poor person came to him, and come to him and said, I'm very poor. I cannot really support anyone. I'm very poor. I cannot give anyone anything. What can I do? What can I do? A person like me who is very poor. So, and the Buddha replied that there's always one can do something. So this is, I want to share with you all. There is always one can do something, even though you are not physically doing anything, but there's always something you can do. The first thing we can do, as he said, is like you can be kind. You can be kind to this person. You don't have to be rude, even if you are not, if you cannot help, you don't have to be rude. You don't have to be sort of, not nice person. And second, you can make a, good wish for this person. And third, you can smile, you can give a hug. There's many things in the world that doesn't cost any money. So, and I think that we have to come. I think we have to understand that there are many things in the world that doesn't cost any money, and it's also important to sort of know that sometime when we do money help, especially sometime even there it can includes your ego. So even sometime when we help with the money, or when we help physically, we kind of add sort of ego. Oh, I help. This is poor. I'm rich and I can help, and the sort of this ego help, and this is, we have to be careful. And so you are your best friend. Take good care of yourself, and especially we in these things will pass. Whatever this going on, there will come next. Other thing will come next. Especially my teachings, I want to share more and more is. In whatever way it is possible, keep connecting with the nature, Mother Nature. Whether you are, if there's a saying in I think in the Buddhist term, there is a saying, if you can sit for 20 minutes, it's very good. Sit for 5 or 10 minutes, just meditate. Do not judge your thought. Just relax. Find a way to relax, and eventually, by day and day, like day and day, like maybe 5 days, 10 days, you can sit. And it says that if you can sit 20 minutes, it's very good. And it is said that if you cannot sit 20 minutes, if you are too busy sitting 5 or 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, if you are too busy to sit 10 minutes, then you have to think about sitting 20 minutes. Because we have seen many news that many billionaire people died with the cancer, with the TB, with the heart attack, and things like that. So life, especially now when it's giving a good opportunity, when it's giving a great opportunity to reflect and to dive into deep more inside, I think we should take this opportunity to go more deep into oneself, to chant mantra, do yoga practices, and do contemplation, study books, connect with your friends in whatever way it's possible, connect with yourself. If you have a park or things like that, go hug the trees. Just find a way to connect with the nature. And the first thing we must have to do is to connect within ourselves. And for that reason, I wanted to share with you all that you know, you are your best friend. The inspiration, the real inspiration, really comes from within yourself. You know, as you know, in a Buddhist practice, it is more about Buddha will not make you Buddha. You know, you have to really, you know, find a way to make yourself Buddha. You know, if Buddha can make you Buddha, then he would have made everyone Buddha when he was in, you know, when during his lifetime. So Buddha cannot make you Buddha. You know, Jesus cannot make you Jesus. The God cannot make you God. If the God can make you God, then you know, there would be no problem. So most important things we have to find is to find the best friend within ourselves, find the inspiration within ourselves through the book, through the meditation, through the chanting, doing some research within yourself. And our ultimate goal in life is to be aligned with Mother Nature. This is our sort of, you know, the ecosystem that we have to learn and transform from our ego system to the ecosystem. I really like that sort of term, that from the ego to eco. It's nice to, you know, sort of transform, because there is ego. We cannot deny that there is no ego. There is ego, and hopefully every one of us transform from ego to the eco nature, you know. And so sending my best everyone, and thank you everyone for joining. And I would like to do this Vajrasattva chanting before I conceal this teaching everyone. It's the Vajrasattva is the Buddha of purification, and we all are going through sort of this transformation. So I'm sending this vibration sound to everyone, whoever it's joining and watching. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manopalaya Vajrasattva Tenopa Tishtadito Mebhava Sudokayo Mebhava Subhakayo Mebhava Anurakto Mebhava Sarva Siddhi Me Prayasa Sarva Karma Sujame Jidam Sri Guru Hum Ha Ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Vajramame Manchu Vajragama Samaya Sato Om Dev Shanti Antariksha Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapaha Shanti Rosadaya Shanti Vanaspate Shanti Sarve Shanti Brahma Shanti Shanti Reva Shanti Sama Shanti Redi. Om Shanti 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 Bhavatu Sarva Mangala. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all beings find the happiness and the causes of happiness. Om Ahum Bhaja Guru Siddhi Hum.